Welcome to Tuesdays in the Shop, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me talking because we always have to do a little bit of a tech check at the beginning. I can see my little green thing moving, but if anyone can comment in the chat to make sure that they can hear me, I will keep talking in the meantime. Yay, Catherine says she can hear me. Woo! All right, so you'll notice first thing that things look pretty different today, right? Me and Andrea are on a split screen. It's pretty clear I'm not in the store. I am homesick. Hooray. It's like the new default. Everybody's sick all the time, right? So because I couldn't come into the store today, we figured out a way that we can still do Tuesdays in the shop and still do what we were planning to do today with me just being virtual. So for a minute, we're going to be on split screen, and then Andrea's going to take on the show. I'm excited. Today, we're talking about new fabric, which, hello, the best reason for a conversation and the best part of our jobs really is when the fabric comes in and we get to unpack it and be like, oh, I need that. I think we can let Andrea take over now.
I am assuming that people can hear me.
Oh, you're actually pretty quiet.
Am I?
Let me see if I can raise your volume. Go ahead.
So still working out the glitches.
Oh, you are very quiet. Hold on one second. I'm checking something over here. Okay.
Yeah, I swear we tested this before we went live and it worked perfectly.
You sound fine. I raised your volume a little bit.
Okay, I'll try to talk loud too. Well, welcome to the Tuesdays actually in the shop where I am. So we're going to show you some new fabric, and this fabric, I've got two collections here, and they're all about color. So one of my favorite things. So we have a collection here from Studio E. This is called The Language of Color. And this beautiful panel in the background it's one panel. So I have two up here just to fill the space. So you're not looking at our design wall with threads all over it and stuff. So these are two panels, but this is a nice big panel. It measures a yard across by the width of the fabric down. So roughly 42 by 36. And then we have a lot of cool prints to go with it. Let's see, I'll just dive right in. The first one is
this group, Andrea?
What?
Is there a designer for this group?
Good question. Yes, it is Chelsea Design Works.
Oh, okay.
So The Language of Color by Chelsea Design Works for Studio E.
Cool.
And this is, let me read the label here, Big Dot Yo-Yos.
I love that one.
So this one's really fun, lots of color. You might not be able to see, but in some of the circles, like right here, there's actually text, like newspaper print text. Let me pull that one off the bottom here. So this one is all text, kind of like dictionary pages, sort of. But all of the text is about color too. So we have the meaning of warm colors and their positive attributes, analogous colors, complementary, tertiary, the meaning of cool colors and their positive attributes. And then it actually goes into warm colors convey emotions from simple optimism to strong violence. Warm red, yellow, pink, or orange can create excitement or even anger. So it's even got a little bit of like knowledge built in, which is kind of cool.
That
we love text fabrics here.
Yeah, but this totally breaks the general rule that you're not supposed to read the text on text print.
That's true. Yeah, this one actually is, I would read it.
Kind of educational. That's awesome.
Yeah, totally. I read like the titles before now, but now I'm like actually reading some of it, and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I'll save the rest of that for another day. So the text print actually shows up. It shows up in this one. It shows up in the big circles here in the panel. It also shows up in this one, which is a nice balance with all the color. So this one's just black and white. And there is the text in there. You can see some of those, like this, there's text in there. Some are just stripes. So there's some little stripes. There's stripes over text, actually. Some more stripes with text. So playing with different textures, stripes, the high contrast black and white, but it goes really well with these colorful ones as well. And then we have, this one's fun. This one is abstract floral in multi. So I'll unfold.
Ooh.
It's kind of hard to see, but you can sort of see like tulip shapes, kind of a blossom here, up there.
Yeah.
So it's floral, but it's so abstract that you might not even notice. I mean, the fact that it's upside down doesn't help. Let's hold it this way. That might be a little easier to see.
Oh yeah, now you can see the tulips.
So it's florals, but super fun, big, abstract. And then we also have the text again in all the white spaces here.
That would
So
be
it ties the collection together. Plus, it's just kind of cool. And then the last print that we have is this one. This one is paint dabs in pink. So this creates kind of a stripe and I think altogether they work pretty well. I love this panel. I think it's so striking and colorful, which we definitely like around here. And I like the contrast with the text, the black and white text, the black and white large scale abstract with all of the bright colors. We have bundles. So as usual, we have our fat quarter, half yard, full yard bundles. And because I liked this panel so much, I made a quilt kit as well. And I think that is going to pop that up on the screen for you.
Yeah,
so you get a better look, because I know that the plastic doesn't, reflects the light up here. So this is a super simple pattern, just the panel and a couple borders. Nothing fancy, nothing difficult, but it really highlights this panel, and it comes out 56-inch square, so it's perfect for throwing on the couch, curling up under a throw blanket. So that's going to be a fast make, which is always nice, but also really impactful at the same time.
Don't you think that would look so good hanging on a wall, like above a couch?
Yeah, totally. I mean, even just the panel all by itself looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, just slap some borders on it and boom. Like, how easy is that?
Yeah. Can you hold up the one that's like the abstract flowers one again?
Sure.
I think
I'll do it right side up again, or at least I'll try to. This way. Here we go.
It seems like such a good option for a backing.
It would. I think it would be a great option for a back.
I love it.
Yeah, the scale is perfect for a back, and it's got so much going on that it would be great for a backing. This is the only one I think that is not used in the kit. So if you wanted to get the kit and then get enough of this for the backing, that would go together really well.
Yeah. Or you could make the quilt bigger. You could add another border with that.
Absolutely, yeah. If you wanted to make it a bed size, you could just add more borders for sure.
I love that idea.
Yeah, so you add like 12 inches on both sides. That's almost a queen size right there.
Yeah.
So that's an easy one. And these people, like, as soon as we put these out, people started, oh, what's that? What are these bright colors? And like, I think people are just drawn to them because they're so striking and colorful.
Especially now that everything outside is kind of gray and drab,
Right. Yeah. This time of year, we can all use a little brightness. So yeah, this was just a small collection. The collection itself is actually bigger, but I selectively curated some of the prints instead of, I can't remember how many were in it, but wanted to keep it kind of tight. You don't need too many of these giant prints. One or two is going to go a long way. And then working them in with some blenders, solids, things like that, really, really round it out, I think.
Have we pulled coordinating solids?
I haven't had a chance to do that yet. That's been on my list for weeks.
Sorry to throw you under the bus there.
Yeah, I knew you were going to ask me that.
You did?
Yes, I've been trying to get some coordinate matches put up. I will try to get that done this week. If anybody does have a question, if you want to match, what is this dark blue here? Just send us an email, and I'll get on that and get back to you with those answers as soon as possible. Usually, when someone asks me a question, when I have when it becomes an immediate need, I'll get it done. But if it's just, I need to do that, who knows when it's going to happen. So don't hesitate to email us or even put it in the chat here. I won't be able to answer it right away, but I'll get back to you. So this is Language of Color by Chelsea Design Works for Studio E. And like I said, we have yardage, we have bundles, and we have the Language of Color quilt kit, and panels as well. The panels are not included in the bundle, so just make sure that if you want one of those, it's not included. So that, if there's no questions about...
No, nobody's asking a question. I was just thinking this one probably isn't going to last very long, right?
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a pretty quick sellout.
I'm expecting it to go relatively quickly, yes. So if you've got your eye on it, don't hesitate. Don't wait too long.
Yep.
And the next collection I'm going to show you is definitely, these just came in. They're 10-yard bolts, and I know that they are already no longer available from Moda. So if you see some of these, definitely snap those up while you can, because I definitely expect these to go pretty quickly.
And batiks, like the good batiks, just fly out the door. So yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not a big, but I like batiks, but I'm not a big batik person. But when I saw these, they're just so pretty. And it's all about the color. Like the colors are just so rich and saturated and beautiful. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this group is called
Color Crush.
Color Crush. Thank you. I was like, of course, it escapes me as soon as I have to say it out loud. So Color Crush. This is from Moda. We have some ombres here. So we also have a little tie-dye at the bottom, but these 5 are all ombres.
We're going to start with the top one. Loves an ombre.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a sucker for an ombre too. That's the other thing. So stand up here, hopefully. Oh yeah, you can still see me. So I want to show you these ombres because online, I mean, it does show you the full width, but it's just not the same. So
man, that's so pretty.
This one is called Lemonade. At least I think. Let me check that. Yes, Lemonade. So this is just a bright, sunshiny, beautiful orange. It really does just remind me of lemons and sunshine and
wait, orange or yellow?
It's yellow. It's very much yellow.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it gets orange. In this light, it might look a little bit, but I wouldn't call this orange. Okay. It's yellow.
You just said orange out loud, just so you know.
So that's Lemonade. And this one is River. This one would definitely be my favorite, the Aqua Ombre, which is kind of my thing. I'll show you the light at the top. So this one is gorgeous. And if your screen looks like my screen, it's a lot bluer. Like there's a lot, this is definitely aqua. There's green, turquoise tones. The screen I'm looking at looks very blue.
Yeah, that's very blue to me
but
too.
It's full on turquoise aqua.
For everybody at home, if you zoom in, like make your video full screen, and generally you can see a bigger range of colors if you do that. When I zoom in on my side, I can see more of an aqua. When it's smaller, it's very blue.
I wonder if I hold it.
Ooh.
Does that help at all? It still looks pretty blue.
It's still pretty blue. On the right, it looks more green, but yeah.
Interesting.
It definitely is better when I zoom in, though, when I make it.
Turn it this way and see what happens.
Yeah, that's so pretty.
Yeah.
This one really looks to me like it's screaming to be a background of something.
It
Like,
I was very tempted to put it up here as my background. You know how much I would love an ombre
yeah,
aqua background. Um, but I didn't. I put the panels up, stuck with, something a little more universal. Let's see. This one is lake, ombre and lake. So this one has green and turquoise, which is a little funny for lake, but I guess you could.
oh yeah.
So yeah, here you can really see from green kind of down to turquoise here. This one is gorgeous too.
That one is so moody. It has this
Yeah.
almost swamp vibe to it.
Yeah, and it's got these like stripy effects. I'm not entirely sure how they do this. It doesn't feel waxy like some batiks do that have patterns. You can sometimes feel the wax on them. These don't feel waxy at all. They're nice and crisp. A nice weight. And of course, pretty colors. This one is also gorgeous. This one is blueberry, I believe. Yes, blueberry. So this one comes. Trying to get it open here. Where's the fold? There we go. So this one it almost goes like light blue to purple to blue again.
It's cool.
So you really get a range here. I like in this area where the blue and the purple are mixing. It's so pretty, which I'm hoping that you can see on screen. Not entirely sure.
Totally see that. We absolutely can see it.
Oh, good. Good. Because I do, like the pictures on the website, you can see the full width and you can see and the colors, at least on my screen, were represented fairly well. But it's just not the same when you're seeing a little thing, 6 inches from selvage to selvage. It's just not the same as when you can see, the fabric unwrapped.
Ooh, look at that one.
This one is cotton candy. This is the last of the ombres. So this one is a little different. So we're going from light pink to dark pink to purple.
I love it.
I'm thinking curtains.
Yeah.
Or something like that would be gorgeous.
Like an ombre on your body looks so pretty when you do the light near your face and the dark, where your hips and your stomach is. Yeah.
Yeah, make a cute top or even dress out of it with going from, ooh, that would be super cute. I want to make a top with this sort of as like the bottom, as the border at the bottom, like a tunic length kind of thing. That would be really cool. Anyway, so just, something you can do. So like I said, that's the last of the ombres, but we still have some other really pretty ones here. So let me just wrap them up a little bit. This is sort of your what I think of as traditional kind of rainbow tie-dye, like if you're going to a Grateful Dead concert or something.
Ooh.
And it's looking very orange and yellow and turquoise on the screen, but in real life, there's pink and red and green and much more color variation than what I'm getting.
Oh yeah, when you held it closer, it looked more like that. I wonder if it's partly because there's black behind you. So I think it might be, correcting.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really
there's greens and there's a lot more subtlety than what I think is showing up on screen, or at least on mine. But that's your.
What did you say that one was called?
This one is tie-dye and rainbow.
Okay, looks just like
what you would think of. That's tie-dye and rainbow. There is another tie-dye here. Dig through my pile and find it. Oh, there's 2 more actually. This is Jeannie's favorite. Jeannie was cutting some bundles earlier.
Ooh.
And this was hers. She just kept saying, "Oh my God, I really like this."
Yeah, it's so psychedelic.
And again, there's a little bit more subtlety than I think is showing up, but it is mostly green, as you're seeing. Green with turquoise, a little bit of pinkish purple some little bit of yellow. So that's a fun one. And then this is so that's tie-dye in green rainbow.
Green rainbow is such a funny
Well,
name.
Moda gave them the same name. So this is rainbow and the other one is rainbow. And I was like, that's not going to work.
Well, that's
So this is green
annoying.
rainbow.
Yeah.
This one is tie-dye in raspberry.
Ooh.
So this is pretty much just your pinks and purples.
I love that one. That really has this vibe of like, you know, in college when we had these tapestries on the wall.
Yes.
That's
very
what
much
that looks like.
Very much so.
But
And
in a
this
good
was
way.
back, you and I were in college in the late
Yeah.
90s.
Yep.
So now it's back again. And
That's
I think
true. This is totally hip now.
Totally, yeah. Let's see. So now we're on to the next pattern that I think is called Strata. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, this is ombre. Oh, I missed this one. This is the last ombre one. I thought there was another one. So this is ombre and cherry, but it's actually, it has a lot of orange in it too.
Yeah, it
so
looks
this
like fire
is
to
kind
me.
of orange to red. So I'm not exactly what I would call cherry, but it's
we
still
should rename
very
that
pretty.
fire. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, flame, I think
Yeah.
would probably be a more accurate name.
Yeah, like I feel like if you got cherries that were that color, you would not eat them.
I don't know that I'd want to eat them, right? Yeah. Okay, so now we're on to Strata, which is pretty good too. So we've got this one. This one is Strata and Jewel.
Ooh.
And I just love the turquoise, pink, purple.
So that
Like, those are
basically
just totally my
coordinates with that.
colors.
What was it called again? The rainbow one that isn't a rainbow?
Rainbow and green?
Yeah, but not the green one. Doesn't that coordinate?
Raspberry?
Really? Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. It looks very similar on the screen. Is it actually similar in real life?
In color, you mean?
Yeah.
Very much so, yes.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
cool.
you can absolutely put these together. Yeah, and the pinky purple is great. So yeah, and a lot of these, I could also put this with. I could put it with blueberry. I didn't get them all wrapped up yet, so they're kind of tangled. So yeah, blueberry would go really well. This blue is kind of, like here and here, or a good match there and there.
I like it.
So the blueberry is also blueberry, ombre and blueberry, tie-dye and raspberry, and Strata and Jewel all go together really well. I bet, what was that one? Cotton candy? Yeah, cotton candy I think would go with this one too. My piles are falling over.
System here.
So cotton candy and this one would go together great also. So a lot of options for combining these, I think.
Do you think you could do like a one block wonder kind of a thing?
I'm not sure.
The striations and stuff. So like if you cut just that one section and you repeated
But
it.
I don't think you can cut just the one section because there's so much variation. I mean, it's not a repeat.
That's true.
And usually a one block wonder, you cut a repeat of the same motif.
Yep. And line up. Yeah, that's a good point.
Right. So yeah, because there is no repeat, this point does not match this point. I mean, you could try it. It would probably look cool, but it wouldn't be quite the same effect.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Strata in River.
Oh, that's really pretty too.
And this one, not so good with blueberry, but it would go great with ombre in Lake. So those two.
Oh yeah.
Almost identical colors. Yeah, and even kind of going in the same. So those would definitely go, and I think you could put it with River as well. Totally, you could totally put it with River. I'm not sure about blueberry. No, I don't think blueberry is a great match. But you could probably also put it with Let's see, will it go with green rainbow?
That's pretty
Totally.
good.
Yeah, those go great together. And that would be a good way to pull in if you wanted to add some pink too, because the pink in this one, then it lets you pull in, one of these pinks. Let's see, what else? What have I not shown you? All my piles are getting mixed up.
Sorry, it's my fault.
This one is so pretty.
Ooh.
This one is Strata in Sunrise. And it
You
really
do
just
love a sunrise colorway.
Yep. Like
Wow, look at the
wizard.
details on that one.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I think that one might sell out first.
It very well might. Let's see, what would this one go with? I think probably the tie-dye.
For everybody
maybe
watching,
not. I
we
think
sometimes take bets on what's going to sell out first and what's going to sell out last.
I think my ombre and cherry is going to be a good match for this one. If I can get it rolled back up here. So ombre and cherry and Strata in Sunrise. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So yeah, those two go together very nice. And then I think there's only one more. Oh, no, there's two more. But they're kind of close, so I'll show them at the same time. So we have Strata in Amethyst, which is very purple. This would go great. This is the one that would go with Blueberry. So there you've got Blueberry ombre with Strata in Amethyst. I think you could also put it with that one.
Can you open up that amethyst one more?
Sure.
Yeah, that's really
So
pretty.
turquoise, purple, blue. I think also there was another one over here. Oh, Strata and Jewel. So Strata and Jewel would also work really well with Amethyst.
And it's also the same as the theme for next month's Stash Society.
I know. When I saw this, I was just like, "Oh my gosh, those are the perfect colors." But I don't think I can use batiks.
Yeah, it would be kind of weird to just put like one batik.
Exactly right. I think that's it, right? Or no, there was one other. Oh no, there was one other. Lagoon, Blue Lagoon. No. Yeah, just Blue Lagoon. Weird. I guess I forgot to give this one a name.
It looks like
So this one's just Blue Lagoon.
It's not a Strata one?
It would have been, but I missed that in the title field.
We can fix it.
So it's just Blue Lagoon. I would have called it Strata,
Yeah, we'll fix that.
but now we'll just, and this one would go, I think, with my aqua here.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And in real life, it goes a little bit better than it looks on screen. But yeah, that one, I think you could, and then of course you can, the different stratas you can combine as well. Yeah, so these are just so much color, so pretty. You can do so much with them. I wouldn't necessarily combine the Color Crush with Language of Color. That might be a little too much. This one is so very, bold and graphic, and these are very watercolory and sort of soft, but still very saturated. So yeah, they're just gorgeous, and they're kind of, I don't know if I should say common, but popular batik colors. So and there's so many shades of colors in them that they'll probably match some batiks you already have.
Yeah, so they're really usable, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Right, and because there's no strong pattern, it's really just color. So yes, very usable. They'll go well with patterns. They go well with each other. They'll go well with stuff you already have.
How many of them are there in that?
How many?
Yeah, there's 11, I think.
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Questions you don't know the answer to.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Okay.
14.
And
I
are
think
we making bundles for those too?
we
or no?
do have bundles. So the bundles are basically the non-ombres, because I didn't want to do fat quarter bundles and cut the
Oh,
ombre
yeah.
in half, because that just, you know, defeats the
Yep.
purpose, sort of. So we have all of the non-ombre. I guess these aren't really prints, but colors, I guess. So the tie-dye and the strata are in the bundles. We have fat quarter and half yard bundles, and full yard as well, of course. So yeah, so again, these are on 10-yard bolts. They are brand new, but we don't expect them to last very long. So if it's, you know, if you're thinking about it, don't wait too long. And I can't reorder them. So I think, you know, other stores saw them and jumped on it just like I did. So they've sold well for the manufacturer, and I think they'll sell very well for us. I can just think of so many things that they would look good as.
Yeah. They're really beautiful.
So that's about it for tonight. We've got a little bit shorter video. If anybody has any questions or comments about the fabrics you've seen, yeah, let us know in the comments.
There's no
Or
questions. There's lots of oohs and ahs and beautifuls.
yeah, this time I can actually see the comments too. Normally I can't because Yvette is the only one manning the computer. So yeah, I get to see that too, which is always fun because I like it when, you know, I get excited when you guys get excited about fabric.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's we've got some very colorful fabrics this week. New fabrics are coming in all the time, so we'll have more new stuff to show you. Maybe in emails. It might not be a video. It might just be an email. But new things coming out. We have E-Bond, who had the Glyphs collection in January, I want to say, earlier this year.
Yeah.
She has her second collection is out. Glyphs was very black and white and neutrals. Root, her next collection is very colorful. So that's one to look forward to. We'll be announcing that one pretty soon, I think.
Yeah, that'll be an email in a couple of days, I think.
Yeah, and there's bundles and a kit to go with that one as well. So yeah, we've been busy here getting fabric in, putting kits together for you, and these kits, this one at least, the language of color. So this is an exclusive kit that I came up with, or exclusive pattern, sorry, that I came up with when I saw this panel. I was like, well, that really doesn't need much else. It's got enough going on already. Just put some borders around it and you're done. So this one's easy, but you won't find it anywhere else. And then the root kit, that one is not exclusive to us, but you'll like it. You'll see it.
Stay tuned.
Yes, stay tuned, and I hope you liked our color fabric explosion happening here.
Yeah, it's a little therapy, like cheerful therapy.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, and it was kind of a gray day today.
It really was.
Nice bright colors is always nice. I'm happy when I'm surrounded by things like this. So hopefully you guys are too. We have anything else, Yvette?
No, I think that was it.
Okay.
I'm putting us side by side again. It's fun playing with this thing. Like the
I'm
things
sure.
that I do now.
You play with your technology, and I'll play with my fabric.
Yep. Especially because I can't touch them. So.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming to another Tuesdays in the Shop, everybody. We appreciate you being here. And if you need anything or have any questions, you can always email us.
Just let us know. Yep.
And we'll be back next week. We have an announcement again next week. So new stuff.
All kinds of announcements coming.
I know. There's a lot going on.
Lots of exciting things. Yeah.
Thanks all. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.